So delicious, yeah?
This is how turkey looks like.
Yeah. If you've never roasted a whole turkey before because you fear that you might get it undercooked or you might just not get it right, then worry no more, because I'm just going to show you guys how I roasted this whole turkey. This turkey is 7 kg and it came out perfectly. So the first thing you want to do is you want to give it a good wash. It's up to you if you want to roast it whole or if you want to butterfly it. So butterflying the turkey helps reduce the cook time. So it's just basically taking out the backbone and then you just turn it around and give it a quick CPR, yeah, and then turn the turkey into a recovery position. It's just quite easy to do. Take out the spine, you turn it, just give it a press at the chest, the breast, and then you fix it this way, the legs like this. And after that, I just pat it dry. So the next thing I did, I have a spice blend of paprika, onions powder, garlic powder, you know, all those nice tasty stuff. I melted it in some butter, and I also got the dried one aside. So this is just basically the same spice. One is melted in butter, the other one is just dry. So I've got this my marinade injector, which I used. I took the butter one and I injected it into the breast, the thigh, you know, all those bits that it can be difficult for spice to enter inside, you know. So I just had to inject the marinade inside, and then I went in with the dried one. I rubbed it through and the inside as well. So after that, I put this turkey, the breast side down inside this bowl, covered it up, and I popped it in my fridge for about 48 hours. And then before roasting, I had to bring it out 30 minutes before so it can come to room temperature. So the next thing you can see is the breast side down, because I want that marinade, the juice that would come out, to seep into the breast. I don't know if you get. So after that, I lined up my baking sheet with a parchment paper. I just gave it a good squeeze so it can stay properly, and then I added the I put the turkey inside of it, back side down, then the breast side up. Yeah, that's how you want to put it. Just keep it in that proper recovery position. And then this marinade, I just poured it all over it, the juice, and then the next thing is to roast. So the time required to roast a turkey depends on the weight of the turkey and if it's stuffed or if it's butterflied like this. So if it's butterflied like this, it's usually faster, but basically for every 1 kg of turkey you need about 40 minutes to roast it, with an extra 60 to 70 minutes. So just multiply it. If you've got 7 kg of turkey, just 7 kg times 40 minutes. So you just do that math and then you get the required cook time. So while I was roasting, the turkey was not generating a lot of juice at the time, as you can see, because I needed some turkey juice to baste the turkey. So what I did was I added some chicken stock, so just water and chicken bouillon. I mixed it up and I poured it into the pan so the water can steam up and also help cook the turkey through. So every 30 minutes you want to be basting the turkey with the juice that is at the bottom of the pan, just to keep it moist and juicy. So you know the turkey is done when the internal temperature of the thigh reaches 165 degrees Fahrenheit, that's 75 degrees Celsius. And you can do this by using a probe. And when inserting the probe, don't let the probe to touch the bone, because the bone might affect the temperature, like it might give you a wrong reading. So you want to make sure that this is at the right temperature, and then you know your turkey is ready. And don't forget to baste it once again to let that juice seep in. But my husband really likes it a bit dry. He doesn't like it like sometimes juicy, so he wants it like properly grilled and dried, you know, that consistency. So that's why it's this way. And another easy hack to know that your turkey is done is when the juice runs clear. So just pierce the skin on the thigh close to the joint, and if it runs clear, then you know that your turkey is ready. And for some reasons, I don't know, sometimes my husband likes turkey that is somehow dried out. So what I usually do is, once the turkey is done, I just put it in a rack in the oven, and that way all the juice drains down, yeah, and then it keeps it like well dried but tasty and flavorful anyway. So after roasting, let your turkey come to a rest for like 20 to 30 minutes. If you can't wait, just dive in. So on this day, I made a roast dinner for my family. So we're pairing this with some roast potatoes, so veggie stir fry, Yorkshire pudding, and spicy onions gravy.